Good morning. It's day 17 on the Appalachian Trail. I need to pack up and eat my breakfast, and in about 2 hours I am getting picked up to head back to the NOC. Whew, it's time to pack everything up again. We are back here at the NOC, soaking up some sun, and I've got my breakfast here that I'm gonna eat before I start this climb. Honestly, I'm more excited for the climb than I was the descent. It's gonna take a while to get up there, but I think I've only got about 8 miles to go today. We'll see kind of where I'm at time-wise. I might go a little further, but that's all I've got planned. So I'm taking my time down here, eating breakfast. Gonna get a move on it probably around like 10 or so, 10:30. I'm really not in a hurry today, which is kind of nice. Sassafras Gap Shelter. That's where we're heading tonight. And Fontana Dam, 27.6. What's funny is, as an NOC employee, I used to have to park at the top of this hill, and I would walk this section of the AT to and from work pretty much every day. So, a little throwback for me here as I start climbing out of the NOC. There's the rapids. It's the class 3 on the Nantahala. I used to sit at that little, I don't know, you can see like a little stand right there and take photos. In case you don't know, the Nantahala River is dam fed, so if you get here super late in the evening or really early in the morning, water levels will be way down. I don't know if you can see that rock kind of in the middle of the river through the trees, but it's right before the falls. So sometimes if you've run the river quite a bit, you will kind of purposefully run into that rock and see how many rock spins you can get in on your raft before you hit the falls. So this is the Nantahala Gorge. Isn't it gorgeous? I have to make that joke every time. I'll never forget the time a couple came into photos when I was working in the store. And they were like, "Hello, man, can you point me in the direction of the gorge?" And I stopped for a minute because we're in the gorge, you know. Currently we're climbing out of it. And so I said, "I'm not sure you're asking, we're currently in the gorge." They were like, "No, we want to find the overlook where we can look down into the gorge." Turns out they were picturing something like the Grand Canyon or Linville Gorge or something they could just drive their car up to, look down and see a river. And yeah, that's what a gorge is, but here you kind of have to work for the views a little bit. I don't know, I think about that whenever I think about the Nantahala Gorge. Where's the gorge? It's right here. Right here. That's loud. That's a cute little rock bench. Oh. Yeah. Stay here for a little while. Just kidding. We are going. We are moving. I'm only a mile in. I don't need a break yet. When I was in town, I downloaded a bunch of the National Parks albums. The National Parks is a band, not like the actual parks. I don't know, they might have albums, nature sounds, but anyway, when I get halfway up the climb, I might pop an earbud in and give them a listen. I really like their vibe. Oh, gotta blow down. Whoa, look at this feat of nature. Such power it holds. Never seen anything like it. I've just kind of been reflecting on my time. Dang it, I wasn't gonna cry. One moment. Okay, we're back. I've been thinking about my time in Bryson and just how, oh, there's a little butterfly. Oh, spring. Just how grateful I am for the people in my life, you know, the people who have been there for a couple seconds, a couple days, a couple years, maybe they've come and gone, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, there's so many people who have had such an impact, and just thinking about that summer that I was at NOC and what I was going through in life, you know, a lot of personal transformation. And I think about the people that I had in my life at that point. And Kevin and Kilo were a huge part of that. Just being supportive and loving and kind. And, you know, some people in our lives will never know the impact that they had on us. So if you're watching this, I want to challenge you. Send a text, maybe to someone who has made an impact in your life, who you haven't gotten the chance to thank or talk to about it, and just say thank you. That's pretty neat looking. Trees growing out of the rocks on the top. Memorial for Wade Sutton. He's fighting a forest fire. Wow. Very sobering reminder of the people who give their lives to serve communities and the wilderness, such as firefighters. So thank you, Mr. Sutton, for your service and for giving your life to help preserve and protect the land around here. This is Grassy Gap. There's a comment on Far Out that's like, saw some grass, I guess. I don't even see grass. Like, there's a moss. How uneventful. Oh, there's a cool tree though. It's pretty wild. I found the grass. Got my pizza taco with a view. Got a little bit of rock action coming up. Oh, look at that rootstock. Looks like it pulled some rocks down with it. I am fully lollygagging, dilly-dallying, sauntering, whatever you want to call it today. I barely even feel like I'm going uphill. It's kind of nice, honestly. The crazy thing is, with the days that I've recently taken off, I guess between the Grove and Bryson City, the crew that I started with, I am back with, which is kind of fun. Seeing familiar faces. Staying at the same place tonight looks like we might be together through Fontana. So that's pretty fun, honestly. Glad to be back with them. They're a fun group, for sure. So it's nice to be hanging around, good energy again. Not that the people I've been around have not been, but I don't know. Morale and stoke is pretty high with this crew. That view down into the gorge. It's really cool. I was trying to see if I could see West or Bald. Be somewhere over there, I think.
That one night that it got real cold, snowed.
Yeah.
That was not good.
Yeah, thankfully I was in about 1.5 miles out from the shelter. And in case you're wondering, we are indeed still going up. We're at 6.8 miles.
There were a couple places up there I was like, that would be kind of cool to camp. Oh, I know, they had those like little like rectangles, and I was like, oh, that's the exact shape of my tent.
I just came up here to hang my bear back. There she is. The wind is really picking up, and today I did 7.1 miles up from the NOC to Sassafras Gap Shelter. It's where we are now. The climb out of the NOC wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Everyone kind of talks it up, and maybe it's just because it's a low mile day and I was chit-chatting and taking lots of breaks. I don't know. But tomorrow is either going to be 8 or 12 miles. Have to figure it out, because the next day will be either 8 or 12 miles into Fontana, based off of what we decide to do tomorrow. So that'll be fun. My calf muscles are kind of feeling the climb today. They're a little bit tight, but I'm going to stretch a little bit. I'm sleeping in the shelter tonight. It's my first time sleeping in a shelter on the AT. So that's exciting. I mean, not my first time ever. I slept in one on a section hike, but this is my first time on my Thru hike sleeping in one. So we'll see. We're all kind of cozy in there. There's a lot of us here. It's like almost 20 or 25 people here at this site, and there's not a lot of tenting options. But anyway, I just got ready for bed. I brushed my teeth, put everything up, and so yeah, I'm gonna just stretch a little bit and chill out in bed. I will see you all tomorrow for another great day of hiking.